Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Oklahoma's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
The give to the big fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Florida's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. Coming after it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quickly to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? On the return, it's Abrams. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Split backs here. The option look. Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off, bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Fires complete on the crosser. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to trust.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Abrams. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense getting set for 1st down. With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. To the air. It's Shaw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got a man. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes back at the 3.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the returner will be brought down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. All by himself down the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They want to throw it. Getting some heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Dropping back, it's all. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great...
Oh, it's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants.
Get set.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 25, he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He wants to throw. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great.
Touchdown, Gator! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, you can go score.
Lining up to add another. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standards, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Sooners send out the punt unit. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Give to the back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal flag. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for room, it's Daniels. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Gators will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the...
And that ball is picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Using his feet. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Shaw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Leaves it with the running back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for a block. It's Abrams. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because...
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Panthers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And that's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds the tight end. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And the offense just going to spike it here.
Brings up second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense set on first down. Going with the ground game left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.